Welcome back to the Erlengrat farm, and we start off where we finished last episode. I'm heading up to the main farm and to do the crop on the biggest field there. Taking a bit of a shortcut here, but yeah, that's just the way it is when I forget to lease the trailer for it. Anyway, let's get cracking. I really appreciate it if you take the time to subscribe to the channel and to like the video if you do so. So, it's time to do the headlands, and I hope this will give us quite a good yield here. It's expensive equipment to rent, so needs to pay off in the long run. I will try to just do the maybe 1 or 2 rounds, just so the worker can do the rest. As on the other fields, this will be a multitasking job, trying to get some bales done at the same time. And yeah, I think I mentioned in last episode that I at least hope we get 50 to 60 bales out of it, just with the straw. And that should be paying off a little bit money at least, when the price is at its best, of course. So I'll do this headland, and once the worker takes over, I'll pick up the tractor and see if I finish up on the other field first. I need to get the trailer up here as well, so we can offload the harvester, of course. And looking by the volume, yeah, it's not gonna make more than maybe 1 trip across the field after I've done the edges here. Anyway, I'll time-lapse some of this. So, I'm ready to start baling, and already emptied the combine 1 time, and the AI worker has completed their task, it says. So it's parked over there. What's happening? Yeah, it hit a tree, could not reverse. And here we are. Sorry. So, let's get the headland here as well, and hopefully that can get the guy to do a proper job. I must say the workers are sometimes acting a bit more stupid than they actually need to be. Anyway, this field here will give us a couple of good loads of grain, and I really hope we can get a solid amount in our silo, so when the time is right we can sell off some of it. Some of it needs, of course, to be kept for the chickens, but the rest will be sold. I have been thinking, as I mentioned earlier as well, maybe if I make enough money on the bales in January, maybe we could buy the mill and deliver the grain there, and see what kind of money that gives us. If I am to start with that kind of production, I will need to have super strength or something, because it will take too much time just loading the pallets. But anyway, time will show how we do that. So almost done with the 2 trips here as well, and can probably hand it over to the helper again. I don't think I will show you the entire harvest of this field. Will probably take too much time, and it's boring for you guys. So I think I'm going to jump cut until the end, and we can take it from there. Almost full, so I'll just empty it before I start the next trip across. So the larger part of the main field is done, and now it's finishing off this bit here, and I think I will do most of it myself. Maybe the worker will do some. Just need to make sure it's possible for him to move around here at least. Yeah, I've been baling most of the time, and still some left, but I saw one piece on the opposite side of the field here. You'll see it later on, which the worker has not done with the combine, so I'm not sure what happened there, but we'll have to do that manually at least. So yeah, bit odd. You can see it up there in the right corner behind the clock. Anyway, let's get this field done as well, and finish up this job. Okay, so the combine is nearly done. There, it's done. So I'll take charge over it and get the bits and pieces done, and we can deliver it back to the farm shop. We have used it for 2.1 hours, so it's costing us quite a lot of money. Next season it will not be all done in 1 month. There will be crops spread over the season. As I mentioned earlier, I will have one with regular grain, so that we have food for the chickens. The others will, well, let's see. I'm thinking about corn and something. We need to utilize our new sewing machine as well. Let's see, there should be maybe a little bit left over here as well. I'm not sure. At least need to empty the combine. And yeah, no, there's nothing left here. I took it earlier. So that means emptying the combine, and we can deliver it back to the shop. There we go. So here we are, 2.1 hours, getting it all delivered. And then we will continue with some baling. Not that much left actually, until this area is done. But as you can see, quite a lot of bales lying around, so I'm pretty certain we'll pass 60 of them. Anyway, I'll time-lapse a bit of this as well, and then we'll move on to the next bit of work. So that's it, we're on the final bale. We won't be able to finish this one and then have one more, so we'll stop when this is done to avoid any mixed hay straw issue when we're doing silage. Anyway, a lot of straw bales, and it will need to be gathered, of course, and lined up here and there. Hopefully this will pay for the rent of the combine, at least some of it, and the yield itself will pay for the rest and give us a nice addition to the bank account, which is needed. Just repair the equipment. Cost a lot of money to do so all the time, but I believe it's necessary to make sure the yield is good. So let's see. Where is the total? Here it is. 64 bales. Yeah, that's good. That is really good. So, There's been some fuel usage as well. 9.85 hectares harvested. That's good. So let's get on with the collection of the bales. So before we started the collection of the bales, I found out that the grass was ready to be mowed again. So I've done that already. So now the only job left in July is to collect the bales, the straw bales, and then get them lined up somewhere. I've also fertilized the grass that has been mowed, just to make sure it's ready. So 64 bales, and it's something like 55 per 1,000 liters, and each of the bale is 7,000 liters. So 7 times 64 would be 460. Let's see. 7 times 64, so 7 times 6, 460. 7 times 4, 28. So 488,000 liters in total. No, it can't be right. Anyway, it's gonna be a couple of grand this, for sure. So we will make money on it. And in total, should be 26,000, something like that. So it wouldn't be that bad, actually. At least it's paying for combine. That's the most important thing. And the rest of the grain is pure surplus. And that is just wonderful. Which means we will make money on both the silage bales, the harvest, and yeah, who knows, maybe we can expand with even another field. It would be nice to get field number 19 as well, so we can have 2 proper sized fields in that area to work with. As you can see, it's building up quite a lot of bales there, and I hope to have at least one more yield before for January. I think maybe we will just put them over here. Ideally it should be under a roof, but we don't have space for it at the moment, so that's also something that needs to be taken care of. Of course, if we do corn on one of the fields next year, yeah, so 47 was the highest last year. Okay, 20 something thousand. Anyway, what I was saying is that if we do corn next year, there won't be silage bales, so that's also something to take into consideration. It's a lot of extra work, but well, it pays off somehow as well. So that needs to be assessed before the next crop is going into the field. Anyway, I'll continue getting all these bales up, and we'll talk afterwards. So, just a few bales left and we're done. We had one full load here as well, and I've left it over on the side there, so that's to pick up later. I have been thinking a little bit, and I think I will cultivate the fields now in July, just so it's done. Thinking maybe it's good to have it done as well, and I see there's weed growing, so maybe that can sort out the issue, cultivating it. So I'll leave the trailer here, head over and see if I can find a cultivator. It's a quick job to get done as well, so just need to see what kind of equipment I can use with this tractor. First do a quick repair. There we go. And then let's see what kind of cultivators we can .5 meters, that's not happening, that's for sure. How about the power harrows? They're also tiny. .6 meters. They do pretty much the same job, I guess. But I would think we can get something larger than 6 meters. What about... Yeah, so that's 15.7, 12.2, 8.4, 320 horsepower. This one is 250, so probably the one we should use. Okay, so head over and get the job done, and I think I'm just gonna do that that thing off the screen and finish off the episode here, I guess. So thank you a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button if you like the video. Any comments on my farming and how you think I should do it, please let me know. And if you have any other comments, please leave them below as well. So until next time, take care and stay safe.